Hi, I'm Kate Valentine Spade of Francis Valentine. Welcome to my... There was a lack of interesting accessories that had a personality but still were very elegant and functional. And I love the idea of using really beautiful fabrics. I didn't see a lot of that. Mine would be from my boss that said, don't come back with an answer other than yes. And I was like, what? And then I remember thinking, okay, just do it. Like, it sounds like Nike, but it was like, just do it. No matter what it takes, just do it. So that was the best advice. She was a big influence. I don't know if they understand it, but do start from the bottom. You'd have to realize that business is a business, so we have to, we can't. I also think there is still a lot of pressure. We're a conservative company by nature. I think it's our personality. I come from the Midwest, so the idea of recklessly spending money, even though it sounds like a lot of fun and it's fashion, and it isn't interesting to me. It is a business, although the main focus for me was really creating, was the design aspect of it. That was what I missed the most. Although I do really get involved with the business, probably more so than people would like. But I feel like we really do. We're still very lean. We brought back 3 of the original partners, and then the 4th partner is Paolo Venturi, who had worked with me in design at our previous company, Kate Spade, with me for 7 years. And it was something we had gone back and forth on. Should we start something? And then she approached us, and I said, oh, I haven't taken enough time off, and I'm having too much fun. And then we approached her, and she had just received a promotion at Prada, and so we knew, well, we couldn't really compete with that right now. And then it just kind of worked out, and it was perfect timing. I think it's product. I honestly do. I think that you can people can talk about advertising or branding, and you can speak to that a little more, but I honestly believe that this time around, and even the time before, it really has to be about design. I think I feel a little more confident this time around because of our experience, but I think it's more focused, and I think the details and the quality are so important that it has to have an emotional tug. It has to have even if it's the simplest shoe, it has to have something that says, oh, I have to have you. And I think I designed from a kind of modern, very modern, but, with a sense of charm. So I think that in itself is kind of attractive. It's actually have wanted to know before I started, and I didn't. And actually it was very, very honestly, yeah, it was done just so authentically. But I will say that Andy really portrayed the company very well, because his knowledge, having been in advertising, understood the power of branding, but kept saying, don't overbrand. Like, if you overbrand, then it's over. Okay? Yeah. So you did it very naturally. I'll let you take it from there. I felt comfortable with it.
I think that if you think of brands, there are brands that are made up by marketing people, and they come up with ideas or names and then put them out into the world, and sometimes they succeed. Ours was actually kind of organic. It's authentic, mostly to Kate.
Right.
And I think that's what was a big part of it. We're putting out what we love, and it's an extension of us, and I think people relate to that, because brands are people too, and it's just a person that manifests itself in a product, and so it has a personality that reflects Kate's personality, and I think that's important to branding, and I think some people overdo it where it feels like it's phony, and people know that about brands. They can sense if it's phony.
Right.
Buy tampons. Well, I have them at home, but they won't fit in my Kate Spade purse.
Graduated with a journalism degree, and I moved to New York, and then Condé Nast, which, they own Vanity Fair, Mademoiselle, Vogue, Glamour, everything. And I had an interview, and they said, oh, we have nothing in the articles department, but we have something in fashion at Mademoiselle. And I go, I'll take it.
I think that Kate actually inspired a lot of people to, starting Kate Spade on her own without any experience, without, a big fashion degree. And so a lot of people started new fashion companies, handbag companies, shoe companies. So now we're competing with them. So you did job there.
I remember thinking there's something missing. I want something for my eye to go to. And so the label that was meant to go on the inside, I took it out of the box and I sewed it on the outside, and that was it. I did it really to make sure that I didn't confuse the customer with our namesake, because I didn't in any way want to disturb what we had built and what they've built since we've left. So
Valentine is a family name?
It is, and so is Francis, my daughter's name.
Oh, beautiful. So Francis Valentine.
Right.
Oh, it's
so we kept it all in the family like we did before.
Absolutely.
When we sold the company in 2007, it was really to focus on our family. It really was. It was a grind. You know what I think it is, and I've said this since we first started our original campaign, but with Francis Valentine, what I'm trying to do is, there's so much we're doing. Can't you just have a little bit of fun with your fashion? It's a form of expression. Buy something that cheers you up. It doesn't have to be, $1 million. It can be just something that you wear and makes you feel good. I mean, I have a friend of mine that just sent me a picture on Snapchat, which I know you discovered earlier, and I don't have it. But she sent a picture saying, "Oh, I sent this," and it was just her at the office wearing jeans with these shoes. Looked adorable, and I thought it was a great way of saying, wear it during the day, wear it at night, wear it when you want to. I don't really think it should be saying what Francis Valentine, but how you're interpreting it. Color, I do love color, and even with this, and I feel like I can wear this with whatever you're wearing. If you're just toning it down, you can wear color.
Absolutely.
Well, when the two of us sold the company with our other two partners, to Neiman Marcus, it just was kind of a time for us to take a break. So we sold Kate Spade, and I personally, I don't know about Andy, took off a good 9 years raising my daughter and absolutely adored every moment of it. And then I realized that she was becoming 12 and really didn't want me around so much. So I thought I'd get back into the business. I loved Kate Spade. It was one of the things that I most adored, oddly, because everyone associates me with handbags. But what I ended up really loving when I left, it happened to be shoes. And everyone associated me with handbags, but I really adored shoes. And the detail of it was funny. It just seemed very natural. And when we decided to do this, I called upon our old designer, Paola from Italy, and she at that time was at Prada, and she said, "Oh, no, I can't do it right now." And then, "No, I just got promoted at Prada," and I was like, "We can't compete with that." And then finally she called and said, "Oh, I think I'm ready." And I go, "Okay, let's do it." So we did it. I'm in its own little space compared to before. It was like the only space. And now I have to put it aside and say, well, you're here, my family's here, and I have to divide my time, which is actually easy to do, despite what people think. Well, I adored it. And my mother very much indulged me in, allowing me to go to thrift stores and buy funny little pieces of clothing. And everyone in my family, I'm one of 6, they were like, wow. "Oh my goodness, what is she wearing? A leopard coat with green gloves." And I was like, "Yes, it's the rage." And everyone's like, "I don't think so." People, and I think the environment, I would love to say something much more intelligent, like art or museums or writing. And I would just say, honestly, people. I look at the street and, I'm not sure I reflect the street as much as I absorb it and then interpret it. I'm color optimistic and enthusiastic, and I adore it. I don't even know how else to say it. I absolutely, I do love color. I bought this orange Prada coat and everyone looked at me like, are you joking? Who would ever wear that? I go, I will. And when I wear it, everyone says, I love it. Yes, to worry less. I wish I worried less. I think I worried throughout the company and yes, still do.
I'm a huge fan of Kate Spade. I love fashion. I sometimes find fashion intimidating. And what I like about Kate Spade is I feel like she puts forth a sort of aspirational line, which I think, oh, I want to be like that. I want to be chic and pulled together and a New York lady. And then I can.